What's going on, everybody? It's Kalen Moss, the Minute Admin here, and we have another session popping up for you. And we are waiting on Therian to join, and here he is.
Hey!
We're in here. What's
Happy
up?
Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thor's Day.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
was,
sir. And
I
if
was
anybody
just
doesn't
doing the
know,
intro.
Thor is my middle name, so that's why I call it Thursday. I
Yes,
just give
sir.
my day this is my day of the week.
So, for anyone wondering why I call him Triple T, it's Therian Thor Thacker. So, Thor's Day. We got to celebrate the Thor's Day here.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Welcome to the stream, Triple T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Glad to have you. And yesterday we talked about Einstein engagement scoring. I think I get a really good feel for that. Good morning, Josh.
Josh, what's
Good
up,
to
my
have you here.
friend? My friend.
What's up? What's up?
I feel like Josh is going to be a part of the first minute admin meetup. Like we're going to just fly this cat out, probably to Maine.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go kayak. We're gonna go kayak.
We're gonna go kayaking. We're gonna get lost in the ocean. Probably have some scary experiences, and then have some team building.
I love it. I love it. Hey, we're gonna have the most interesting meetups. We're gonna be out in the middle of the woods.
For sure. I will provide the most interesting meetups ever.
Speaking of meetups, I went to a Salesforce user group meetup yesterday in
Talk
Dallas.
to me about it.
Dude, I was just in shock. Like, it's one of those things where you think to yourself afterwards, you're like, why was I not going to this the entire time that I've been living here? I've been living here in Dallas for like 2 years, 2.5 years. And I'm like, man, I've been once when I first moved here. And everybody was so nice. Everybody was just so open to have a conversation.
Right.
Everybody was so smart. But you know what's crazy? And this is what I was telling somebody yesterday is that I am sitting there listening to people, architects, talk about what they do, or I'm sitting there listening to health cloud architects or revenue cloud architects. And I'm like, I actually get what you guys are talking about. I actually get what you're saying. Like, it was pretty crazy to think to myself, like, I was keeping up with the conversation. And when I would go to when I went to Dreamforce back in 2017, I went to Salesforce Connections in 2018. Dude, when they were talking, I had no idea what they were saying. I was like, I'm like, what is Internet of Things? What is everything you guys, artificial intelligence? I didn't know any of this stuff. Not even just that, but basic stuff. You know what's crazy? Shout out to Kimberly Perez. I've met Kimberly Perez last night. She got me hooked up on Chat GPT.
Okay.
For
All
the
right.
longest time, I had not known what Chat GPT or how to get to Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And I kept on getting on this wait list. She's like, no, go to this website. She's like, do this prompt. She's like, do like this. And I'm like, I got Chat GPT on the fly on my mobile phone. And I'm going to start playing around with Chat GPT and see what it can do.
So I know that you gave a great shout out. So I want to give an amazing shout out as well to a special person that reached out to me in Maine after I moved here. I've only been here since June. Lori Tibbetts, who is just a healthcare Salesforce, just amazing influencer and trainer and getting people into the ecosystem. I actually met up with her and her son Patrick at a little place called Seela's Tea House, and we broke bread together. We had a great time together, and then we went and shared some pastries together at another shop right next door. And yeah, 3 hours later, I just learned all about her ecosystem in the healthcare industry and the government industry for sure.
And how do you spell? Is it L-O-R-Y? It's
LoriTibb.
It says L-O-R-Y here.
Does it really? Maybe it is Loroy. Let me bring up my
ETTS.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm dragging her up right now. Yeah, LORYTIBBETTS RNBSN.
You know, I had to put that on the shout out Kimberly Perez and Lori Tibbetts.
Absolutely, absolutely. Two amazing people in the ecosystem.
Yes. And then
Yes.
obviously Josh, of course.
I mean, Josh is my boy. Josh is my
Yes,
boy for
yes.
sure. Yep. Here every day.
Every day. Writing the best LinkedIn articles. Man, captivating. I read the one last night. I was like, what the heck? This is actually really good.
I was surprised to see the article drop by Josh, and I was like, oh, listen to this dude. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's all about building the community, sharing knowledge any way we can that connects with people in a relationship sense, right? It doesn't matter what background we came from, if we were a line cook, if we worked in a production facility, if we were a welder, we can translate the things that we did before to what we're doing now.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's just, the technology is honestly the easiest thing to do. It's all about the people skills. It's all about the soft skills. It's all about integrating, So, yeah, I completely agree, man.
Yep, for sure.
Today, what we're going to talk about is we're just going to keep going through this playlist, and we are on video 6, AMPscript for Loop.
Let's do it. I've been excited for this one. I'm not going to even fib.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. All right, I'm going to press play here.
Hi there, my name is Cam, and welcome to another Salesforce Marketing Cloud Functions in 5 minutes. Today, I'll be doing a quick introduction to the process loop in AMPscript. So at the time of recording, Salesforce Marketing Cloud does not have a dedicated documentation page for process loops, and this awesome function is relegated to the subheading of an AMPscript language elements documentation page. So to help explain this function better, let's make things a bit more colorful and step through an example piece of code together. So let's have a read. The for process loop in AMPscript has 4 keywords: for, to, do, and next. And it reads something like this. For something being equal to a value until that something equals this limit value, do some stuff, and then return to the start, incrementing by 1. Okay, so let's fill in some of the blanks. Most for loops use the variable I and will start at 1. And trust me, you'll see this a lot online. So let's start by filling in the first section with @I equals 1. So now that we've set the I variable to be equal to 1, let's pretend we want to use this loop to run 10 times. So in the limit value, we can put the value of 10. So the loop will start at 1 and keep going until it reaches 10, doing whatever we put in between the do and next keywords 10 times. So let's give our process loop something to do 10 times. Let's use the output line function to output the phrase "this is a loop" 10 times. Our AMPscript code will look something like this. We can press publish to see the output. And there we go. The phrase has been printed 10 times over. Now let's go back into our function and alter the output slightly. Let's add the variable I into the output so we can see which loop number is being processed each time it goes through. Our code should look something like this. When we press publish this time,
let's go into slow-mo.
When the Salesforce AMPscript parser hits the beginning of the for loop, it sets the @I variable to be equal to 1. It then proceeds to check if the variable is less than the to number, 10, which it is, so it proceeds with the function. It processes the output line using the variable I, which is currently set to 1. It then reaches the next keyword, incrementing the variable of I by 1 and returning to the top of the for loop. It then checks if the variable I is still less than 10, which it is, so it proceeds. This time, when it proceeds to the output line function, the I variable is equal to 2, and so it writes this in the input before hitting the next keyword, incrementing by 1, and returning to the start again. It does this a few more times until it reaches the 10th run. On the 10th pass, the for loop checks if the @I variable is equal to 10, which it is, and so it sets a reminder that this is the final pass. The process loop runs, outputting the phrase using the I variable, this time set to 10, and then passes through the next keyword, proceeding with the rest of the email or cloud page code. So there you have it, how to use the AMPscript for loop in under 5 minutes. I've put a link to my documentation and a for loop learning challenge in the description below if you'd like to keep practicing your for loops in AMPscript. And if this video has helped you to
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Naga, what's up, my friend?
Hey, what's up, Naga?
What's the topic today? We are diving into deeper simulations of for loops and what we need them for within the environment.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
we're going to talk about for loops today. We have talked about a lot of AMPscript in the past before, but we're going through this Salesforce Marketing Cloud training playlist by Cameron Robert. He's one of the big time developers in the Salesforce Marketing Cloud space. So we're just going through this entire playlist that he has. I think it's like, what, 63 videos. So we are on video number 6. And I'm going to put the link to this video in the chat if you want to follow along for anyone watching. And basically what we're about to do is we're just going to practice some for loops here. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Which now that watching this after going back, after doing it, it makes so much sense. So this is the challenge here. Let's see what this says. Okay, so we actually didn't even do this one yet. So this is good.
Oh, here we are. Here we are. So this is different from the FizzBuzz challenge. So we're looping through numbers. From what I'm looking here, just parsing, we got 3, 6, 9, 12 by multiples of 3 or multiplication tables of 3 through this table.
Okay.
So we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. And then we have a separate category of grayed out numbers outside. So we've got 3 categories here. We got a white box, a gray box, a yellow box, and a 4th category, the orange box.
Yep.
So this is interesting.
So process loops are awesome. I don't see process loops treated as a developer level function, and they are avoided by marketing teams, which is a shame. Okay. He said, I often see loops. Oh, it says, however, I often see loops treated as a developer function and they're avoided by marketing teams.
Mm.
So to help make loops more approachable to beginners, I've made an introductory video. So is that this video here? Okay. Okay, for for loops, and developed a simple learning challenge that will help users to understand the power of loops. To complete this challenge, you'll need to use multiple loops and comparison statements to produce a desired output. Comparison statement, okay? Follow the task list below to complete this challenge so that the final output is as follows. Okay? The 6 tasks below are progressive code challenges that will build up to the final result shown above. Read each task description on the left and try to replicate the results on the right. I recommend attempting this code challenge in a cloud page and checking your result in the preview screen. It's going to be the fastest way to develop and test your code during these tasks. So with that being said, I'm going to go to a cloud page in Marketing Cloud. And in this collection, let's say we're making what is this one right here? This is a landing page. Okay, we'll just actually do this. We'll click this landing page. Now we'll make a new landing page. Landing page, we will make a loop challenge. Next, basic. And then we're going to pull HTML block into the landing page. And then let's see. What's the task? Let's see. Spoiler alert, I've provided a solution to each task at the bottom, so don't scroll down too far. Okay, using a for loop, create a comma-separated string of characters from 1 to 10. Comma-separated string of characters from 1 to 10. Okay, so I'm just thinking right off the bat, first things first, we got to write for at I equals 1 to 10. do, and we got to do that, right? That's number one.
Right.
Do something, and then what do you have next at I? And in the middle of that, what did he have over here to the left? He had a code block to do the code on all of it. So the code block, he had %% block, and then block %%. And what did he say to do? He said, okay, then he goes, do something. And what did he have over here? He had 1 to 10. 1 through 10. Okay, so he has on this one, let's just see what he has here. So he has output line. I'm just going to type this. Concatenate. C-O-N-C-A-T. Parentheses. And then honestly, I think it's just at I, right?
Right. That's it. Yep.
And then and then let's just see what it does.
Okay. That's almost I feel like this section should have came a little bit before we dove into those AMPscript functions, because describing this for loop to this very detailed area here is it's key. This is key. This is fundamental knowledge for sure.
So what's he saying to do? He's saying put at I.
Okay, so for at I equals 1 to 10, do this. Output line concat at I, next at I. So wait, so let's go. Okay, let me go back to the video. Hold on 1 second here.
Oh, we don't need a parentheses around the I.
Right, it should just be at I.
So there
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
How do you put the comma there? Create a comma separated string of characters.
So we have to add it into our output, right? We just need to add the comma into our output the correct way to comma each number that we're returning. So if we go back to our code, just drop a comma right after the I, yep. Now let's see what happens. Okay, no comma. Okay, so we needed to recognize that comma as a separator. Okay, so what do we need here? So we need to outline concat at I.
What if we put a comma in parentheses?
Oh, maybe comma in parentheses. Get rid of the first comma though.
I think you have to have that first comma, right?
To show the comma. Oh, there it is.
Where's that? The 10 doesn't have a comma though.
Yeah, it does. On my screen, it does.
For this?
Oh, okay. You mean eliminate the comma at the end of the 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to go back to the end of our loop.
What did he put here? Okay. Create a comma. I don't even want to look at his answers.
Let's not look at his answer. All we need to do is tell it what to do once the loop ends.
Separate. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Create a comma separated string of characters. Okay. I know this might be crazy. Let me do something here. Hold on.
No, go for it, dude.
I'm about to break something out here real quick. Hold on. So we're trying to find the answer to this, right? We're trying to find the answer to this. Yeah. Now, how would we normally find the answer?
To what? This issue right here?
Yeah, to something like this issue.
I mean, honestly, for anybody that doesn't know the blueprint and the basis of coding and the understanding that all we're doing is writing the instructions for the system to do what we need it to do. It would be a Google search, right? We're going to start at a Google search. That Google search is going to lead us down how to end our for loop without a comma, right? And then we're going to apply that. So if you don't have that knowledge coming into this, you're just one Google search away. And
Okay.
I got to tell everybody in the audience, Naga, Joshua, anybody that's here, I was born in 81. I had a set of encyclopedias where I had to research information, which was the worst thing ever. To be able to have the ability to type in anything you think of and get at least a base level of where you want to go it's next level. It's next level for anybody. Yeah.
Let me take you to the even highest level.
Let's go.
Where are we at here?
Oh no, here we are. Let's see what jab. You did not just dab on me. Did you just dab on me?
I'm doing the young jock on you. This is
all right. So I've heard all about this, and I'm happy you learned about it. And show me. Let's tell it what to do and see what happens.
All right, let's talk to it. Okay. I am a Salesforce Marketing Cloud, or no, you prompt it. You say you are a Salesforce Marketing Cloud developer, and you have been tasked with creating a for loop. Now, I've told it what role it's playing, and it says, using a for loop, create a comma-separated string of characters from 1 to 10. So this is your task is below. Can you give me the AMPscript code for the task below this line? As a language model, I don't have the ability to create a for loop within Salesforce Marketing Cloud directly, but I can provide some guidance on how to create a for loop in AMPscript, which is the scripting language used in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. To create a for loop in AMPscript, you can use the for loop function, the basic syntax for the for loop function. And I stopped the generate, but I told it this right here. I said, can you give me the AMPscript code for the task below this line? Using a for loop, try reloading. Hold on. It said something went wrong. There was an error generating the response. So let's new chat.
Okay. Using a for loop, create a con. Train to declare.
This is a task that I've been assigned to. Can you give me the proper code to accomplish this in the Salesforce Marketing Cloud environment? Maybe I'm just throwing prompts out there that doesn't.
No, dude, that makes sense. Let's see what it does. This is a new tool for us.
Here's an example of how you can create a comma-separated string of characters from 1 to 10 using a for loop in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Boom! Spits out the code, bro.
I can't even take it, dude. I can't even take it. I feel like we just shared the biggest game genius. Sorry, I dated myself. Game hack ever for creating quick code within the ecosystem.
Bro, look. Let's see.
We got to delete this video. We can't share. We can't share this video.
Dude, this is so futuristic. This is so futuristic.
Oh my gosh.
Look, bro.
It's just amazing that I have 8 inches of snow out of my window and snow coming down, and we're sitting here having AI create code for us.
We just had AI answer this question. Look, certainly. Here's an example of I love how you walked away.
I can't even take it. I can't even take it, dude.
Look at this.
Look, the resulting string is this.
Code block set at result equals.
Look at Josh. He's like, is my boy gonna chat GPT it? It's like, refresh that screen. When that happens, he goes, I always like to make sure if you specify to make it easy for a 10th grader or non-techie to understand.
So true. You got to make it easy, basic, simple, nothing to no. That's crazy. Let's see. I'm just going to copy the code. Let's say I was in a pinch and I was like, I got to copy this, right?
Yep.
Boom. I copy it. Let's see. Come over here. Literally just paste. Done editing. Watch. Let's see. There's the answer with no comma after the 10.
Yo, that feels so cheaty.
We don't even have to do this. Look, we don't even have to do this. We
don't even have to drop that. Nope.
Don't have to drop that. So what we do is
that's outside of our marks. Remember, so that's outside of our function that we created.
Look right here.
Yep, that's all outside of the function.
Done editing. Schedule publish. Bro, we can be anything in a developer, consultant, architect, email specialist, admin. Be like, you are now acting as a marketing cloud developer. Please write this code. Client needs this. Bro, this is our assistant going and telling us exactly.
Dude, who needs an intern when you have Chat GPT?
All you need to do is get your team trained up on Chat GPT. That's it. Dude, wait, let's see what it says. In this code, we start by initializing an empty string variable called result. It's teaching us now. We then use a for loop to iterate from 1 to 10. And for each iteration, we append the current value of I. If result does not equal blank, then set result equal to concatenate result, comma, a comma, end result set, end if the set result separated by a comma and space. Okay, that's what we were looking for. We then use a for loop to iterate.
I love how it even says, I hope this helps.
I know, right? I'm giving it a plus. What would the ideal answer have been? You gave me.
It doesn't get any more ideal than that.
You did, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We also included checks to ensure that we only add the separator after the first value has been added to the string. Finally, we output the resulting string using the AMPscript function within a block that starts with and ends with. I'm going to say thank you.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, fantastic.
Look, fantastic. If you, oh, wow. Okay. So we got task number 1 done. And we're going to do all these developer tasks with Chat GPT just to show you it can be done.
Just to show you it can be. I mean, not only did it do it for us, but we learned what it told us that it did.
Exactly.
Hi.
So now, using a table with A1. Well, look, this is what I heard last night too. Look, adding on top of the previous code AMPscript code that you generated earlier, please use a table with a 1-pixel border and change your code so that the 10 numbers are placed into 10 cells on one row of a table. You ready for this?
Yep.
Boom. Watch. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. It's thinking. Sure.
Sure.
Here's an updated version of the code. Table with a 1-pixel. You place the 2 numbers in separate cells on one row of the table. Dude. We literally just have to take the business use case and put it into ChatGPT.
Put into ChatGPT.
This is like
This video is going to get removed from YouTube for sure.
Dude, this is okay. You think about like in the software development lifecycle, right? You got the product owner. The product owner is the person who can take the business objectives, talk to the developer. You can just literally talk to ChatGPT. It will give you back, and you can put in the code.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to just. This is crazy. I mean, look at it working right now.
It's putting in that word.
It's giving us an explanation for what it just did.
Dude. ChatGPT plus Marketing Cloud Developer, you are unlimited.
The cheat codes we're sharing right now are just insane.
Bro, this is literally what you call literally sharing everything. We are not
everything, dude. Information is free, and it should be.
Should be.
It should be. Yep.
Let's see.
I'm not going to rant about it, but information should be free. It shouldn't be wrapped around a badge. But yeah, this is how it should be.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, let's save this. Let's save this as our first block, our first ChatGPT block.
Let's do it.
GPT block number 1. Boom. Save that code or save that HTML. Now let's go in here. Let's duplicate. Paste this one in. You ready?
Yes.
Let's see. Right there. It's right there. Like that's exactly what we were.
Dude, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So this is what you learned going to a Salesforce meetup last night?
Bro, I finally shout out to Kimberly Perez to the max.
I'm picking her up right now. Where's Kimberly
Dude,
Perez?
I gotta give another shout out to Kimberly Perez.
Kimberly, is it just how it sounds?
Yeah, Kimberly.
Okay, LY, got it. Product owner or?
Yep.
Okay. Kimberly P.
Yes,
Dallas
sir.
Fort Worth, got it.
Dude. Okay, that's the second one. Dude, and I was like, Kimberly, I was like, excuse me. I go, what do you, I was like, how did you learn how to use it? She's like, I just used it. And she's I was like, did you watch any YouTube videos? She's like, nah, I just played around in the system a lot and I just got good at it. And I was like, that's how you get good at anything, I guess, right?
Right. That's it. That's it.
Look at this. Create a second for loop to produce a 10 by 10 grid counting up to 100. Tip, you'll need to use a second for loop to achieve this. We'll need to use ChatGPT to achieve this.
Let's do it.
Copy, share the ChatGPT tab. And then I'll say thank you. And then I'll say, will you also add this to, or we'll say, what did I say before? I said adding on top of the previous AMPscript code that you just generated, please create a second for loop to produce a 10 by 10 grid counting up to, ready? Boom.
Yep. Look at it thinking. Like I told you, I have a very close friend that created 50 graduation letters with this. Yep.
No, literally, I was talking to Kimberly yesterday. She goes, you can literally do anything you want. Anything. She's like, you want to write a book? Write a book. She's like, you can write a book in a day. It'll literally write an entire book for you.
Well, like I told you, I know somebody writing a book right now, and they're using AI to develop all the artwork for their book.
Yeah. What are they using? Jasper?
The one that I just an AI art deal that I shared with you.
Bruh.
Yep. And he shared some of the pics with me. He's like, yeah, I just plugged into the words that were the theme of my book, and it's just spitting out this stuff. I put in brunette, blonde, male, female, elf, not elf, troll, whatever it might be, and it's just giving him what he needs.
You know what's crazy? I just had an idea. Imagine this. Imagine you have you have exercises, right?
Yep.
You have these exercises where you're like, output this result, output this result, output this. And you have, those are the exercises. Imagine you have an answer sheet that shows you not only the code, but the explanation below the code. And look, this is not, you can copy and paste what ChatGPT tells you because this isn't plagiarism from another human being.
So what are you capitalizing on creating right here? A knowledge repository, not only for yourself, but anybody that might be filling in for you when you're on vacation, whatever it might be. Maybe you need to create something for a client that you can't be there for all the time. And you're just like, this is how you do this the next time I create this for you. And you just create that for the team there. Maybe they have a new team member that comes on board that's new to Salesforce Marketing Cloud, but they're assigned this task. And they're like, yeah, just go to this folder. Look at the explanations and build it out how you need to build it out.
Bruh.
Yep. It's an adjustable wrench. That's what it is. It's a wrench that fits any nut, any bolt.
Anything.
Wow. I know what I'm using next Valentine's Day.
Please give me good ideas. This is who my girlfriend is. This is what we've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
Date ideas.
Yes, dude. We've talked about it before. I love this. This is fantastic.
Look, let's see. Wait. It showed. Okay. To produce a 10 by 10 grid.
Okay, what didn't it like?
Let me just make sure. Oh, I copied the old code. Oh, 1 second.
Because the funny thing is even if it spits out the incorrect answer, we can now go back and adjust what we got to what we need.
Exactly.
Yes.
Watch. Now it's gonna work. Wait, hold on. I think let's just see. I'm going to get rid of this real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to save this second code block.
Okay.
Chat GPT block number 2. Delete the first 2. Pull in the new one. Schedule and publish. Error occurred. Okay. So now we're running into an error.
That's fine.
So now what we can do is we can go to AMPscript.io.
Yep. And drop the code in and see where we're missing something. Next keyword in loop is missing. Next keyword in loop is missing. Okay.
Oh, wait. We're going to say, here's the warning. And let's go back to ChatGPT and tell it that. Thank you. But it looks like the next keyword in the loop is missing. Could you? You're right. I apologize for the oversight. Here's the corrected version.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's see what it gives us.
I think it might be still spitting it out. I apologize for any confusion this may have caused, and I hope this version of the code works correctly for you. Let me know if you have any further questions. Copy code. Ready?
Okay.
Paste. Let me just make sure. Copy. We go to AMPscript.io. Looks like it's still the same. Looks like it didn't change any, but let's see. Let's see. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to tell ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it an error occurred. Look what it's saying.
I see it. A missing extra character can cause the code to fail. Boy, you've heard me say this over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, preview and test feature. Test in separate environment. Wow. Wowie.
So let's see. What is it? What is this code? Let's go back and let's try to troubleshoot this. Table border equals 1. Style. So that's the style of the HTML or the CSS there.
Yep. So now we're setting variables.
For row equals 1 to 10, do this.
Yep.
Table row for
at column, which we just set, for equal 1 to 10, do this. Set at cell value equals row -1 times 10 plus at column, which we set, which is 1 to 10. Then so to do that, and then what we want back is the cell value.
Where's cell value? Where is that at?
I'm not sure we titled that here. Is that I don't think we named that variable.
Maybe we pull in row. Maybe we try row.
Well, because we set at cell value the line before. So set at cell value equals at row -1 times 10 plus the at COL. So plus the at 1 to 10.
Let's go. Let's see.
So we're just adding. So we're just saying, hey, there's that number. Let's add it to the list. Hey, there's that number. Let's +1 it. There's that number.
Let's
That's all that's saying.
It says we start by defining a table with the border of 1 pixel and a collapsed border model using the border and style attributes. We then create a parent for loop up here to iterate through each row of the table
Right.
from 1 to 10. Within this loop, we create a new table row, which is the table row tag. Within the row, we use a nested for loop to iterate through each column of the table from 1 to 10. For each cell in the table, we calculate the value of cell value based on the row and column indices. Since we want to count from 1 to 100, we use the formula row minus 1 times 10 plus col to calculate the value of cell value. We then output the value within a table cell using the v function to render what is the, okay, we got that. Okay, let's just go back over. Let's see what we're missing on step 3 from
Yeah, we're good. We're good. So what we got? Table at border equals 1. They titled it at x equals 0 to 9.
0 to 9. I remember him saying something about that.
Because we don't want to man, what was his meaning behind it? Even though we're setting it to 10, we use the value 9. I feel like it has something to do with
we
the last
saw
one.
that before for
Yeah.
sure.
Because at the next variable we name, we're doing 1 to 10. So we have an x value and an I value, and the I value is going 1 to 10, do this. Okay, so
Right.
for at x 0 to 9, do this. Okay, table row. For at I 1 to 10, do this, which is we're creating the v variable to add each row in to create the table. Okay.
What's the difference between the...
I'm looking now. Okay, so for
I'm asking ChatGPT.
oh, okay, I got you.
I'm saying, what's the difference between the code I just gave you and the code that you previously sent to me? Look at this. You can really learn. This is really like talking to a developer.
In an odd sense, it's like talking to a developer. You can 90% vet their answer. You know what I mean? It's not 100% because you still got to do a little bit of your own work, but they're giving you the ultimate blueprint breakdown of the situation.
Well, hey, I'm saving this. So up here, you can save all your
That's
chats.
valuable, dude.
I can go to different chats and I can come back to the chats.
Okay, so we're over 45, but let's
We are.
discuss a couple things before we leave. How did you get to this point? What does it cost to upgrade, and what features do we get when we upgrade? So let's just talk about those things before we leave.
How I got to this point was Kimberly Perez told me to go to chat.openai.com.
Okay.
Because I was going to openai.com. I wasn't going to this.
Got
one.
you.
So then I just got on here. We just started talking to it. The plus is $20 a month. And apparently when the server demand is high, you don't get basically there's like a
no lagging.
There's like a
there's no lagging.
Yeah, no lag. And available when the demand is low. But even if the demand is high, you still get plus.
You get this. Okay. I'm just checking. I just didn't know what you got.
Faster response speed and priority access to new features as they roll them out. So I personally am looking at this as the next thing I am going to get better at is ChatGPT.
Well, yeah, it's writing. Now we're writing descriptions. Yep.
Yeah.
Not for the client, not for the tech team, but for ChatGPT. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
We're learning how to use ChatGPT to accomplish what we would have done manually. It's our assistant. We're telling our assistant what to go and find.
What we
and
need.
We're vetting our assistant out.
Yep. Well, what a session this was. So I know this is going to be one of those random days we do double sessions. So let's just shout it out now.
Yes, sir. We'll see you back here later today. For anybody watching, we got another session coming up. I should have titled this the Chat GPT. I'm probably going to change the title a little bit. And I'm excited for the community to see this one.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. This one's going to, I got to share this one immediately. So
Immediately. Yes.
Immediately. All right, man. Minute admin out. I'll see you in a little bit.
Minute admin out. Talk to you later, man.
Bye, Josh. Bye, Naga.
See you, everyone.